So, Ade, we've had a little break over August, and we're coming back with a Quest Wednesday. And the theme for the next one is hard conversations. What's alive for you around this theme?
Yeah, fear, anxiety is certainly alive for me around the theme. What I certainly recognize is that hard conversations are part of life. Sometimes those conversations come about as a result of a rupture, but sometimes they just come about because that's the nature of things, and they fill me with fear, they fill me with anxiety, and at the same time, I know that they're really, really crucial in terms of having them. Vulnerability is the big one for me. When I think of those conversations, like really engaging in these conversations from a place of open-heartedness.
Mm,
One of the examples that comes to mind for me was at the height of the George Floyd protest following his killing. One of my friends who is white had sent me a message, which I felt was really inappropriate, where she talked about race, and I'd sent a message back, and then she'd said, "Oh, we need to talk." And I remember being so nervous about the potential conversation because I wanted to stay open, I wanted to stay engaged. I didn't want to come from a place of attack. And at the same time, I was in hurt. And I wanted to make sure that I communicated that hurt as well. And we eventually did have the conversation. And what really helped me was having both feet on the ground and really reminding myself to stay grounded, to stay grounded, to stay grounded, and to stay open. Stay grounded, stay open. Those were my anchors into the conversation, but it was bloody hard.
mm.
What about for yourself? What comes up?
Yeah, I mean, when you said fear, the word I wrote down was panic. So whenever there's the potential for a hard conversation, I go into panic, and I thought, why do I panic? And what it links to for me is my limiting belief that I am bad. So I have this limiting belief that kind of runs a lot of my life. I'm a bad person, and a hard conversation is going to bring that up. So in this conversation, I'm going to be revealed as this bad person. This is what happens internally. So what I've tended to do was panic and avoid those conversations. So I avoid, and the way I do that is I withhold and I lie rather than have the conversation, and that creates mistrust. A lot of mistrust, resentments, and rupture, like you said, um, and that's been the pattern actually for a lot of my life. And I think now I'm trying to lean into those conversations because I don't want to have those ruptures. In the past, it's actually caused some friendships to end completely. I want to wade through the swamp, as we would describe it, and actually keep telling myself that I'm not a bad person, that that limiting belief doesn't have to determine my ability to talk about, to negotiate, to work through with somebody. And I think the work that you and I have done, I remember you and I having a series of conversations when we needed to talk about how we were being together in the work that we did. I think that was a really big thing for me because I don't think up until that point I'd ever worked with anyone and had such robust conversations about when things were going wrong or we were feeling hurt and what have you. And that it doesn't end. It doesn't end the relationship. Here we are, 8.5, 9 years on. We're still working with each other. So hard conversations, panic, but then just breathing and taking some time to enter into that conversation is revelationary still for me.
Yeah, powerful stuff. I'm really looking forward to the session, actually. Like always, it's going to be a really, really powerful one.